The Eden Coast has long been a playground for adventure seekers from around the world. This year, it sets the stage for the Merrell Eden Duo. The race took place on Saturday the 30th of October 2010 and started and finished at Ebb and Flow Sand Parks. Venture racing is a combination of two or more endurance disciplines, including kloofing, mountain biking, paddling and a trail run. The event was made up of pairs, teams and relay teams taking part in various categories. Merrell invites you to witness man versus nature and get outside. This is the Wilderness Beach at 5 a.m. in the morning, the starting point for the Merrell Eden Duo. With all their training behind them, racers are relaxed and ready to begin. Adventure races attract individuals of greatly divergent abilities, and it's a sport both young and old can enjoy. To make the sport more inclusive, the Eden Duo offers short course races. But no matter who you are, Merrell invites you to get outside. Teams must now do a beach run from Wilderness Beach to Caimans. We strapped a camera to Jan Janop. Jan is the founder of 24/7 Adventure and the main organizer of today's event. Still fresh, the racers traverse up beach to the train tracks. Once there, they must make their way through the train tunnel and rappel down to Caimans River mouth. A high-pace adventure race that spans a 150 to 200 kilometer radius over some of the country's most grueling terrain. Safety is of the utmost importance. Teams know it's still early in the race. Pacing themselves is critical, for they still have the whole day and most of the night ahead of them. They boulder hop and make their way along the river to start the kloofing section. There is no doubt that this is some of the most beautiful scenery in South Africa. A privilege for the racers, as most people will never get to see these amazing locations up close. With no other choice, teams have to slam into the black, icy waters of the river. Screams can be heard as the racers' bodies warm from running meet the cold water. Kloofing is an adventure activity that typically involves the descent of a deep ravine or water course that may be dry or wet. The word kloofing is derived from an Afrikaans word kloof, meaning gorge or ravine. In adventure races such as the Eden Duo, teams must carry certain compulsory gear with them, such as a light backpack and emergency food supplies. there is always a trade-off between the amount of kit you need versus the weight. John Collins and Hannelie Boyens are two of South Africa's top adventure racers. You can see why, as this team gained an early lead. Enjoying the kloofing, they look happy with their advantage.
Hold on, guys.
Junior teams are also allowed to participate in the Eden Duo, but the amounts of navigation between transitions are limited for these groups. Nice to see youngsters getting involved in this exciting sport.
Oh, it's good, eh? Yeah, very difficult route. Amazing scenery, mountains, spectacular, very cold water.
This gorge is known as the Map of Africa. By now, most of the teams have navigated through the towering slippery rocks, making their way to the end of the kloofing section.
Lovely way to start the morning. Yeah, lekker. No worries. That's a good kloof.
Teams now start arriving at the first transition area at Sarsveld. Transition areas are predetermined locations where racers can replenish supplies and change to another mode of travel for the next leg of the race. From here, racers will travel by mountain bike for 35 kilometers over both jeep tracks and technical off-road terrain towards the Herald wine estate. Hannes Nettling, who takes part in the Wildman section of this race, has agreed to let us attach a camera to his mountain bike. In this year's Sani 2C, he won the prize for the longest wheelie over a suspension bridge. Here we go. Racers are required to visit a series of checkpoints. These are meant to help keep them on the right course, as they are not allowed any electronic navigation equipment. The Wildman section is for the true hardcore racers. In this division, teams travel an extra 50 kilometers navigating by map only, as no electronic navigation equipment is allowed. Getting lost is a constant and real threat, only for the truly brave at heart. We catch up with Graham Bird.
The Merrell Eden Duo. We've just done 10 k's of kloofing to the commons. A lot of swimming through the kloofs, a bit cold and chilly, but lovely. Seeing all the people out there, enjoying it, just being outside, and that's what it's all about. This is what we live for. And now on the mountain bike, up the top of the mountains behind us. So we'll see you later.
Kloofing was nice, relaxing. Taking it easy. Yeah, having fun.
Mountain bikes share similarities with other bikes, but incorporate features designed to enhance durability and performance in rough terrain. These features are something Graham and his team use to their full advantage. Mountain biking has a low impact on the environment, allowing you to enjoy speeding through nature, knowing that at the same time you are preserving it.
You guys can't give us a look at the back of the Land Rover though. Yeah, we've got a camera here. I'm gonna charge you.
Challengers then proceed on the Montague Pass that winds its way up the mountain towards Herald Wines. The pass was named after John Montague, colonial secretary of the Cape in the 1840s, whose enthusiasm for good roads led to the first ambitious construction project in South Africa. Herald Estates is a warm family-owned wine estate that offers superb wine tasting, wine tours and live meals amidst the tanks and barrels used to produce their exquisite wines. This stunning venue is our second transition area. Transition areas are predetermined locations where racers can replenish supplies and change to another mode of travel for the next leg of the race.
We're out here to have a nice time and enjoy it, and it's actually quite nice to, for a change, not be under too much pressure and be able to actually sit and enjoy it a little bit. Not scoff the food down rushing, but actually get it down at a nice pace. But we're changing now, and we'll get out in maybe 10 minutes time and head out onto the hike.
Team Mad Bull just preparing for the next leg. Streaking ahead.
So the kloofing was nice, and we're just waiting for the cyclists to come in now. But it's nice, very nice. We fell a bit behind on the kloofing. It was a bit tougher than we expected, but so we're looking forward to the hike now.
We catch up with Nina on the mountain bike section. She tells us what she thinks about today's Eden Duo.
So how's it been so far?
It's been awesome. It's an incredible route. It's very, very pretty. It's my first Eden Duo and I've loved it so far. Last year I did a relay team, so I only did the paddling leg, which unfortunately is cut out of the junior 100k, but I'm loving it. It's awesome.
A drastic change in weather catches the teams by surprise as the mist starts rolling in over the mountains. Tricks of nature like this can be very hard on racers who must constantly adapt to new weather conditions. For the third leg of the race, teams will do another hike. Traveling from Herald Wines, racers must make their way on foot for 25 kilometers and find the Groeneweide picnic site.
I think we're doing alright.
Yeah.
You're happy?
Yeah, it's our first year we're doing the short course, so we're hoping it's going to be a good course, good time doing that today.
Hiking is surely the best way to appreciate this country.
On the way out.
I'll clip you now.
Leg 4 of the race brings us to the second mountain biking section.
Span naam? Adventure Alex. Thank you. Just. Yeah, I'm really enjoying these shoes. No worries. No, straight out the box, on the feet, racing them. Nothing wrong with it.
Hanno Smith shares some of his wisdoms on feeding hungry racers.
And the best, if you come around here, this is what it comes to. It's a Vienna with a burger. And then you just mix up a bit of all gold with. I've had 2 of them already.
We aren't sure that it's just hot dogs that gives these racers their competitive edge. Putting these mountain bikes through their paces, teams push on. From here, it's a sprint along the old Seven Passes road towards Karatra. This individual sport requires endurance, core strength and balance, bike handling skills and self-reliance. Touching base to gear up for the last leg of the Merrell Eden Duo. Here, teams must now complete the rowing section.
Hierdie modder het nie ver kom dit aan. Ja. Vloerbo. Gaan die beker aan nie. Maar dit is lekker, laat was gereën.
They will paddle for 14 kilometers from the Hoogekraa Bridge to Swartvlei Beach. Once there, racers will do another beach run, then switch to canoes again for the final stretch. Teams must be relieved as they clip one of their last checkpoints.
Crude but effective.
In paddling, racers get to switch muscle groups, which can come as a relief for the teams who have mostly been using their legs in this race. Relying more on upper body strength than their legs that have been taking the most strain during this race. They find their second wind and have a chance to appreciate the beauty of their surroundings. Unfortunately, racers do not get a chance to enjoy this for long. At such a late stage in the race, the beach run can be torturous and mental focus is key in making it home. John Collins and Hanali Boyens become this year's winners of the Merrell Eden Duo. They tell us a little about their race.
It was good. It was a tough one for me. I just take my hat off for Hanali, unbelievably strong. The cycling pedigree, you know, she comes from winning the Argus, the Cape Epic, and incredible multi-sport athlete. And to be honest, she actually pulled me a lot of the way, as in I slipped in her. I started to get my strength back on the last 30 k's, but she was really strong, and impressed with her. We started off well, making a couple of mistakes on the first cycle. We actually followed all the single tracks, and most of the teams just behind us actually took a couple of shortcuts, and we found ourselves line in 6, but we worked hard to regain our lead, and from there on we managed to maintain that lead. So it was a nice day out.
Second team to finish today, Merrell Adventure addicts Tatum Prince and Donovan Sims arrive at the finish line with a race time of 12 hours and 10 minutes.
The race is unbelievable. It's a wonderful area to race in. I think it's my third year here now, and I'll come back every year. I mean, it's just a good race, a wonderful race, good area.
It's a brilliant one-day race. It's good for beginners, those of you who want to go really fast, can really hammer it.
It's tough enough for the top guys out there. I mean,
yeah.
Come out there. We're just saying, I don't know if we're going to be able to walk tomorrow. Good race. So the kloof was unbelievable. The first Barclay went well. We worked well together as a team.
He helped me a lot.
The hike was, the beginning of the hike was, we went a bit slow, and then when we got to the top, then it was race time again, and then from then on it was.
We've had a good race.
We've had a good race all the way in, yeah.
It's getting late, and teams must start pushing for daylight.
Hey! Waar's julle? Hey!
So much for seconds, eh?
Tree farmer. The other one's mad. I just hope. What's your name?
14 hours 20.
No.
As night falls, teams make their way to the finish line. Much later, back on the beach run, we catch up with Brendan and Gustav to ask them about today's race.
So tell us, how was it?
Oh man, it was amazing, but at the same time, incredibly challenging.
Tough.
Beautiful sport. Definitely worth doing, but big testamental capacity.
So what went wrong? Not enough practice?
Fitness
levels?
I think you know Mother Nature. You can never really reach their limits. So it's just one of those things you can never really know what to expect.
Let's take a look at the team's results for the day. For more info on future Merrell events and happenings, please follow Merrell SA on Facebook and Twitter.
Thank you.